Welcome to the kitchen table where the champions of all budget decks battle it out in the gauntlet for bragging rights and most of all for your viewing pleasure. You can also join in the fun and win some prizes like the secret lair. The only thing you need to do is to predict who the winner will be of the next match and leave it in the comments below. Today's match is between some fiery birds and a lot of spells. Bram, what are these decks about?
This Phoenix deck is a red-white control deck that plays 14 fiery birds, 14 phoenixes, and it also plays a lot of mass removal. From Solar Blaze to Cleansing Nova, destroying all the creatures on the board is what the Phoenix deck does best, because Phoenixes, they will always rise again. This All Sorcery deck is built around Collected Conjuring, a card that lets you play a bunch of sorceries for free. The goal is to go off and copy it and create a bunch of tokens by hitting a Crashing Footfalls or other value sorceries. We search for our combo with pieces of the puzzles or create a horde of zombies. Now this deck also plays a sideboard to deal with specific situations, which you can use by casting a Burning Wish. The sideboard has options to deal with enchantments, artifacts and creatures, or even create more creature tokens. A real fun deck.
My pick for today, the Phoenix shall rise.
Fight! In this round 1 match, we will have All Sorceries battle it out against the Phoenixes, and we see a lot of lands with the All Sorceries, a Burning Wish and a pieces of the puzzle. There was also a Crashing Footfalls, and now Day of Judgment, of course, mass removal in the hand of the Phoenixes, and one Phoenix, the Fire Wing Phoenix. That looks like we have two hands that are playable, and we start with a Frontier Bivouac for the All Sorceries player. Now the Phoenixes play an Evolving Wilds of Amonkhet with a lot of dust, and out of this dust comes this beautiful mountain from Zendikar. Another Frontier Bivouac, and there's a Crashing Footfalls coming. There we go, it is suspended, so it will take 4 turns to get some rhinos on the battlefield. And these rhinos are 4/4 creatures with trample, so the Phoenixes will need their mass removal. And speaking of mass removal, there's another mass removal card drawn. So we'll have a slow start, we're going to see the board evolve. Now we will see a pieces of the puzzle, a very important card, and we will choose another pieces of the puzzle and then invade the city as the 2 sorceries, and the other cards go into the graveyard. Another Phoenix is drawn by the Phoenix player meanwhile, and she will play a Boros Garrison, meaning now she will have 8 cards, but having a Phoenix in your graveyard is not the worst thing. So probably the Firewing Phoenix will go to the graveyard. There we go. Another counter is taking off the Crashing Footfalls. Here is that 4th land. No Collected Conjuring coming yet. So another pieces of the puzzle is going to search for this great combo card. But we can't find it. Meanwhile, 4 sorceries are in the graveyard yet. Firebolt is the one we can flash back. And this is important for our invade the city, because it will make big zombies. Phoenix player play the land and pass the turn. One more counter on the Crashing Footfalls. 5 mana for the All Sorceries player now. How is he going to deal with all those removal spells? He's going to see the truth and take a Spite of Mogus to deal with some Phoenixes in the later stage of the game. And now back to the Phoenix player. She's going to cycle away another Akroma's Vengeance. She gets a mountain for that, and now it's on to her turn. Untap and draw phase. Another land, a life-giving dual land. Here's the Windscarred Crag. And now we go back to the Crashing Footfalls, who now have some rhinos entering the battlefield. They are 4/4 with trample. Now they first will do some grazing before they attack. And at the end of turns, the Phoenixes are blasting the face of the All Sorcery player with a War Leader's Helix. Dealing 4 damage, gaining some life. And now we have another Solar Blaze. And those Rhinos, they go back to the zoo. Back to the All Sorcery player, who needs to be careful not to play too many threats in one turn. Here is Invade the City, creating a zombie army, and that's a 7/7. And we pass the turn back to the Phoenix player, who still has 2 mass removal spells in hand. Lots of options now, more removal. A Phoenix, what's she going to do? She will play a Phoenix of Ash, and this one has haste. And then Winds of Abandon. Removing the zombie horde, the zombie army. And the Phoenix deals 2 damage. Back to the All Sorcery player now, who has a lot of land, 9 mana available. And 3 mana is tapped for another Invade the City. So this time we have an 8/8 zombie to put the pressure on the Phoenixes. Niveniral's Disc is the draw, so another mass removal spell. Phoenixes, they don't mind seeing a lot of creatures on the board. As long as they don't haste, it's not really an issue. The Phoenix of Ash just was boosted by some red mana, dealing 2 additional points of damage. Now back to the All Sorcery player. He's going to attack, but the zombies turn into an elephant. And the elephant didn't know what hit him. He can do some grazing until next turn. Meanwhile, 8 damage is enough to kill the Phoenix of Ash with Spite of Mogus. And scry to the bottom. Here is Burning Wish. And we are going to rise from the tides, creating a lot of zombies. Having now not 3 but 25 power on the board with 11 zombies. But the Phoenixes, they will keep it calm. Play another life gain land and just play another mass removal spell. Day of Judgment clears the board. Zombies be gone. An elephant back to the zoo. And the All Sorcery player draws an interesting card. Because we're going to see Bala gets recovery. And we can recover now this Rise from the Tides. Play it again. Here are again the zombies. 11 zombie tokens are back on the battlefield. They do have summoning sickness, so the only thing that they will be doing is stand and watch. And they're going to see that what's going to happen to them is not something from a Disney movie. It's more something from a horror movie where they belong. Because we are going to see a cleansing Nova being cast. All zombies are destroyed once again. And both players have 2 cards in hand. But no more big threats in the hand of the All Sorcery player. What is the draw? It's a Anger of the Gods. With Yargoyle on it. And now Wheel of Fate is suspended. So it will take 4 more turns to get a full grip of cards for both players. I don't know in whose favor that would be. Magma Jet is the draw from the Phoenix player. And she might use this to make sure the right cards are on top of the library. Or she might even just play a Phoenix back from the graveyard. Because this is what Phoenixes do. And she is tapping mana first for a Magma Jet on the face of the All Sorcery player. We see 2 lands, they go to the bottom. And then for 4 mana, Phoenix of Ash has escaped from the graveyard. And it does this with a counter on it, 3 more damage. And 1 counter is going to be removed from the Wheel of Fate. There is Crashing Footfalls, but we are now really looking for that collective Conjuring. Now luckily, there's also an Anger of the Gods that could deal with the Phoenix of Ash. Here's Yargol. Eating those clerics might have been a bad idea, says the flavor text. Facing off against so many creature removal could also be considered a bad idea for the All Sorcery player. Outpost Siege is the draw, and usually you choose Khans to get some card draw. The Dragon's option is also a possibility when a creature leaves the battlefield. Deal 1 damage to any creature or player. Here is Everquill Phoenix, a 4/4 with flying. And that 4 mana is being tapped. For the other Phoenix, the Firewing Phoenix is going to come back to the hand of the Phoenix player. And with the All Sorceries at 5, we need a good card now. Come on, from the top, a good card, please. First we'll remove some time counters. It's a Kodama's Reach, and that's not a collective Conjuring nor a Burning Wish. And having all those lands is beautiful, but you need to have something to do with them. And only double cost in the hand of the All Sorcery player, who probably has 1 more turn to create a miracle. Because here's another Firewing Phoenix. And now Outpost Siege is being played for dragons. And that's a lock. Because Sorcery player now at 1, but when a Phoenix dies, the Phoenix player can deal 1 damage. And now the collected Conjuring with the double cast. We're going to see if we can get out of this, because now we can do some really powerful things. So collected Conjuring is being played with the double cast. So exile the top 6 cards of your library, play 2 sorceries for free. There are 2 Crashing Footfalls. There's also a See the Truth. Drawing 3 cards now because it's not played from the hand. And there's still a lot of mana open, so that could be an interesting play. Now we'll have another collected Conjuring go off. So See the Truth will draw 3 cards. Invade the City is one of them. Burning Wish is also one of them. Is there an answer in the sideboard? And here are some damage spells to get rid of those Phoenixes. But with the Outpost Siege, that's impossible. Oh, that's too bad, because it was just enough to Arc Lightning and to Royal Erupt the both Phoenixes. But now it goes to the face of the Phoenix player, who is back at 20. Can the Sorcery player find an answer? There's no life gain in the sideboard. We create a big zombie army. That's a 2020. But that won't be enough. The Outpost Siege did it. It created the lock to kill the All Sorcery player. So the Phoenix player can now finish off the All Sorcery player. And she's going to do it by taking her time, by casting a Nevinyrral's Disc, and by attacking.
KO.
And 1 point for Monica in the leaderboard.
Now you can join our leaderboard too by predicting who will be the winner of the next match and leave it in the comments below. And maybe you can win a secret lair or one of our 3 special boosters. Now if you want some more information about the tournament series, check out the link here. If you need some help predicting who will be the winner of the next match, check out the deck tech videos. And remember,
always keep it casual.